Live then?
Yes.
All right, you usually say we're live.
I did.
Hey guys, how's it going? With me tonight, I have two of my loveliest friends, Beaman and JellyBean. They're mine. You can't have them.
Oh.
And with me co-hosting today, I have the lovely Mina.
Hello, Hauntlings. And I think I'm kind of becoming friends with them too. I mean,
yeah,
most
they're still
definitely.
mine. And alas, our other lovely co-host, Filia, could not make it. Mother Nature decided to say F you and not allow her to be here today. No, you did not, 42. They're mine, and you can never have them.
Everyone keeps trying to steal us by the sounds of it.
Oh, thank you, General.
okay.
So,
if you want to, well, if I can, you might have to do the links, PA. I'm not able to make a comment right now for some reason. Filia,
yeah, unfortunately, HR no Filia.
Filia really wanted to be here today too, but the wind was knocking her internet off, and well, how you doing, everybody?
Oh,
Yeah, hi.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm British.
he's British.
You didn't know
we're
that?
Oh,
British.
yeah, I'm very, very, very British.
Raised to kind of make
Bloody hell, HR! You didn't know that?
I have to giggle because I actually had to log into Amazon UK to follow your author page, and I'm going.
For my links, right? Yeah.
I'm going. What? I should be all across all Amazon sites, right? Why are you making me log into a different Amazon? Is there really a different one?
That's funny. Oh, speaking of author pages, so exciting news, right? Ray's apparently dropping a book here sometime in the near future.
Yes, he is. I was looking at that. It's called 9 Lives.
No, Nine Lives is the first novel that I wrote.
Oh.
Yeah, it was something I enjoyed doing, but if I could go back and change it, I would.
Yeah, he's not proud of it.
Nah,
Oh,
but
so
the
buy
book
it?
which I'm... Oh no, definitely not.
Orders it
The
immediately.
book I'm releasing... Yeah, the book I'm releasing soon is going to be a compilation of all the stories which I wrote for the past year.
Oh, wow.
So anything that PA's narrated, Ravens narrated, Possessed Radio 42, a long list of great talents. All of those stories are going to be included there, and I think the last count, I've got about 25 stories in the book.
Oh,
So
that's
cool.
awesome.
I'm doing
Yeah, so
something
it's
similar,
what you?
but not the
I
same.
need to get my lazy ass. I need to get my lazy ass in gear and put all my stories into a book.
Oh.
Well, I
Do you know what-
actually
do you know what?
was stealing the idea from Sabian, kind of. Then the first one's probably going to be a little bit longer than usual. The stories that I've done that I wrote on my channel are going to be, for the last 2 years, are going to be in one book.
Oh, nice.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
I
But it's only
I think
mine,
it's good
not
to get-
everybody else's.
Yeah, I think it's good to get all of that together and just have a collection of things, just so it's there and it's not going nowhere. You know, it's cemented by the written word for history.
Yeah.
Hair raising. He wants you to think it's his first book, but there is a book
Yes,
actually
yes.
on Amazon that has his name on it.
I've been meaning to take that down. I don't think it's worth the price.
Well, you know, you can always just go.
only
You can
$9.
always take it down. You can always take it down, revise it, and put it back up.
Yeah.
to be fair, that it's literally, I think, 150,000 words. It should be revised before it was ever put on there to begin with.
And
It was
yes,
literally when I wrote it. It was at the beginning of me being a writer, and Jelly used to tell me so much. You've got to stop being so descriptive. And I thought that's what
Stephen King.
Yeah,
Literally.
I thought that's what you had to do as a writer. So I didn't cut none of it, and it's just a mess of words. So it's not going to be there for much longer.
Chapter just like describing the guy opening a door.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
It comes. Yeah, let me look here. It's £9 9.99 pounds. Blah,
Yeah.
words, and it's showing me 14.43 pounds delivery. I guess that's to me.
Oh.
But yeah, he does have one book up, but he's got another one coming out, and he's more excited about the new book. Also, you can probably check out a bunch of his stuff on his website, because I was on there earlier today digging around, which I do. You use the same website server that I use.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Everyone's saying they're going to buy it. Please don't buy the book.
Oh.
Yeah, it's definitely not worth.
425 pages.
Yes.
So I know this about Ray. He absolutely adores using the having rain in his stories.
Yes.
Every story I've read of yours, there's rain, and I'm just like, man, there's this. He's just always using rain.
Yeah.
It's probably one of those things I don't realise I'm doing, but obviously other people are noticing it.
I really enjoyed the last story you wrote for the channel. That was a really good one.
What was that?
I think the Night Watchman Part 3.
Oh,
No, it was the one for Halloween.
Oh, one for Halloween, yes.
that one had rain in it as well. Yeah,
It did.
It did.
everything's yeah.
It was
It
actually
was literally
Raindrops,
titled Raindrops.
That's it. Raven, rain.
Beaman.
I love it. I love it. That's your new name.
and there's a bucket in that one. I made sure Bob the Bucket showed his face again because he
Oh,
lived
he lives
forever.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
He lives on.
Bob the Bucket goes down in history.
Oh, 100%.
Bob the Bucket will be in every one of your every thumbnail I ever do for you for any reason. Just like I'm just gonna wait for someone to, like in the comments to go, why is there a bucket in the thumbnail? And I'm like, that's Bob. Be respectful, or he'll trip you.
Yeah, he will trip you.
Oh,
I've got a
eat
feeling
your
that
foot.
Raymond Ray Beaman's going to stick.
oh yeah, 100%.
What's that, Ray?
I've got a feeling that Raymond Ray Beaman is going to stick
You've so got to change your Twitter name now.
to Raymond Ray Beaman.
Raymond Ray Beaman. I can't even say it.
Raymond
tongue
Ray
twister.
Beaman, the Bucket Man.
Rain.
Or just how about
Ray.
just rain Beaman?
Rain Ray. Rain Ray.
General Bob is a bucket. He
Bob
just
is a bucket.
shows up
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
He is a friend to none and a trickster to all.
There's a very not so much deep story about the bucket. Do you want to go for it, PA, or should I explain it?
You can explain it.
Was well, where do I begin? Essentially, I wrote a 3-part series for PA Nightmares. It was entitled The Night Watchman. In the first part, there was a bucket, and we decided that the bucket had to be mentioned in every single part. So yeah, it's kind of sort of lived on.
Yeah, so I don't know why I got so attached to the bucket, but like it rolled it rolled out in the middle of the hallway, and I'm like, okay, cool, there are buckets there. And then you mentioned it in part 2. It's like
Didn't
that
he trip
bucket's there
over it?
taunting me, and the second you said that, I'm like, the bucket is God. And then the bucket became the main character of the story.
The bucket was the true antagonist of that story, definitely.
Now, and you mentioned this in the pre-show, and I kind of wanted to bring it up now. You said that Jelly pushes you to do things with your stories.
Yes.
Does she read everything before anybody else gets to see it?
Yes.
He reads it to me.
Oh, he reads it to you. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That is really awesome.
That's amazing.
Once I've wrote something and edited it, I need to make sure that it passes the wife test. Yeah, so I literally read the story to her, and we go through it, and she offers me feedback. Because if there's one person in this life that I can trust to be completely and utterly open with me and tell me if I'm doing something wrong, it would be her.
I paid him to say that.
Yeah, so I literally read each story to her first before it goes anywhere.
All right, that's cool. I think that's amazing. And
Actually, it's funny thing. Funny thing is, I've been sending my stories to Jelly to read to before anybody else reads them.
does she do any editing on them or anything like that, or did she just
No, she purely offers me feedback, but
I'm just ears.
but no, she sells herself short. She does contribute a lot with ideas, and she does steer me in certain directions when I can't quite comprehend how a story is going to end. So quite a lot of the stories I've wrote definitely have part of her in them. For instance, there was a story which 42 read, Cancer 10. Me and her literally sat up one night and we batted ideas off each other, and that story was essentially the outcome to me and her just sitting and talking about ideas.
Oh, that's amazing.
That story was really good, and if I remember correctly, it's Jelly's favorite story of yours.
It is. I love it. I love that one. Also, there's another story. I can't remember which one it is now. It's about a funeral. I can't remember who read it.
Yes.
That one night, me, Ray, and our two kids. I say kids, they're 19 and 16, but we sat there together, all four of us, one Friday night. And we basically created that story together, the four of us. That one's quite special to me as well.
Yeah, that was called The Ties That Bind. Beautiful Nightmare. Read that one?
That's right, yeah.
Wonderful one.
Nice.
That's a wonderful one. I
Yeah,
love that one.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
sorry, my daughter was in the chat and she just put cringe.
Okay, so
Man.
real quick,
Man,
let's.
all the stories that Ray writes are just always like spot on. I always
Yeah.
like it because whenever he sends a story, he always sends it for he's like for your consideration. I'm like, bitch, I'm not gonna have to consider this. I already know it's gonna be fucking awesome.
Are you related to the Midnight Syndicate?
To the Midnight Syndicate?
Yes. It's a reference to. I think it's. Are You Afraid of the Dark? We did.
I don't think I've seen that.
We did a Midnight Syndicate thing on VR or HorrorCon VR, and that was something that we had to say before we started our stories. Was for the consideration of the Midnight Syndicate, I'm presenting.
Society.
Yeah, Midnight Society. I am presenting this. So we haven't talked to our viewers yet. Make sure everybody hits that like button. Yes. We obviously have JellyBean and Ray and 242 and
We got
PA.
Aisha.
We got Aisha. Hi Aisha. I haven't talked to her in a while.
Hi, everyone.
We have Possessed Radio.
The Obsessed Radio.
What
Yep.
up, Steven?
We have Hair
We
Raising
have-
Narratives.
We have General.
Jordan.
Yes, we have General. We have Derek Weber Scary Stories. We have. I'm scrolling through here. We
I'm still
have.
trying to get General to give me a discount on car insurance.
We have. Is he ? I'm not sure who that is, but if we know
Welcome.
that person or not. If you haven't, if you're really a new person, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't be afraid to talk. We have Nightmare's
Artzilla.
Edge, which is really cool. I love that name, and I've been listening to
Edge.
some of his stuff too. So, there's the General. See, I was getting there. I just saw another one. Maddie Stevens.
Yeah, that's my daughter.
Ah,
I thought so.
well,
I thought that was your daughter.
The
Hello.
So, Ray,
Hi.
what you got? You got anything in the works right now?
In the works right now, there's the story which I sent to you. Hopefully you like it when you read it.
Oh, you know I will.
There's a couple of stories which I sent to As the Raven Dreams. But apart from that, it's just focusing on putting the compilation book together. So that should, fingers crossed, be ready in a week to 2 weeks.
right with the time I get paid.
So I gotta ask, Ray, did you actually get to listen to Raindrops?
I did, yeah. I was in the premiere.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. They was such a busy month that I couldn't remember if you were there or not. Did you like all the sounds that I like, the rain and the walking? Because I thought that all that all blended well together.
That definitely. You know me, PA. I'm a big fan of sound effects, and the work which you've done in The Night Watchman and Raindrops. I thought it was bang on.
Yeah, really good.
AK Phoenix obviously helped did the sound design for the Night Watchman, but I took this one on myself, and I was like, I hope this lives up to the Night Watchman sounds.
it literally every bit of work you've done in regards to the stories I've sent you, PA, is just been amazing, and as always, I do appreciate that.
You know,
Your writing style, because it's super easy to read.
That was a really good
and
suggestion. Raising. Unfortunately, I don't have any stations that have just British music. And
we could just put the Beatles on repeat.
I don't think that they are copyright safe.
Yeah, definitely not.
It's like don't worry, we have 2 Brits in the chat. It's for culture.
Yeah, that's another problem. Is how do you choose your book cover? I mean, what are you thinking about using?
With the first one, I'll be completely transparent. It was a template, and I think that's pretty serving of how I view the book. I don't like the book. I need to take it off of Amazon, and I do apologise to anyone for it being there. With the second one, it's my hope that either JellyBean or my daughter Maddie, she's gonna she's gonna draw a picture which I'm gonna upload to Photoshop and just touch it up a bit and then use that. I'm trying to go for more of a hand-drawn cover, and hopefully that works out.
That's really cool, dude. I've actually toyed around the idea because, like I said, I need to get off my ass and put my book out. My girlfriend's actually a really good artist. I've actually toyed around with the idea of having her do the cover art for me.
Yes, please. We will take questions from the audience.
I am Moffat. Sorry.
That was actually a question from Hair Raising that I just asked.
Hey, speaking of the Birdman, he's here.
Hi, Raven.
Sorry, Mia, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just saw Raven and couldn't help myself.
That's okay. Who inspired the book Under the Wing? What?
Yeah, so I've just noticed with complete candor, I know who MB is. I told him that I was going to be on here, and he's come to punish me.
Well, welcome, MB.
Yeah.
MB, please punish him and embarrass him. It will amuse me.
So to answer the question, who inspired the books? With the first book, which I've done a lot of talking down to tonight. That was
order that before he takes it down.
Yeah, to be fair, it was just an idea which was swimming around in my head. The inspiration I had to keep writing it, if that is a good answer to the question, was my wife. Every day, I think it was, while you was working, I'd write a chapter just so when you came home you could read it.
Yeah.
And I'd done that pretty much straight for 6 months, didn't I, until I was finished.
Yeah.
So the first book, the inspiration to keep writing it was, you.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's wonderful.
But the second one, the inspiration for that has been all of you guys.
Yeah.
Basically, what you've done with the stories I've sent you, how you brought them to life, and how you welcomed us into this community. That is something which has inspired me to keep writing.
Sorry, my daughter keeps writing cringe
Yeah,
in the chat.
So what's this KSP there, Ray?
It's but basically it's a weapon and Warzone. I don't know if you guys saw my Twitter at one point. I'm quite into Call of Duty Warzone. So me and MB play Warzone together, and I talked a certain gun up called a KSP quite extensively, and I don't use it as much as I suggested I would. So he's making sure that everyone realizes that in regards to that, I'm a little bit full of shit.
Oh, okay.
But seriously, the KSP. Oh.
That's funny because there was I in Destiny, the original one. There's a gun that I wanted called the Bad Juju. And everybody was just shitting on it, like, it gun's trash. That gun's trash. I get it. I'm like, this gun is pretty bad. And then I start getting, but at that point I had put myself in I said I was going to use it all the time when I got it. And I kind of put myself in that box. So I started using it, and I realized how good it actually was. You just had to get good with the gun. It wasn't like you equip it and you're immediately a god. And then I was just wrecking people in PvP, and they were just calling me a cheater because I was just destroying them.
Cheers for it, so I appreciate that.
Yes.
Ray's
stories are freaking
Raven,
amazing.
thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
I agree with Raven.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I'm going to ignore him, B. I know his words aren't sincere.
No.
Who, Raven or me?
MB.
Wow. How do you know his words are sincere?
I know him personally.
Because he's typing.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry. How do you know he's lying? Because his lips are moving.
Yeah.
How do you know he's not sincere? Because he's typing.
Because he's typing.
How do you know he's not sincere? Because he's being nice.
Yeah.
always sincere.
Fly over there. And
I have friends. I have friends like that. They're like, "How do you know he's not being sincere?" He's being nice.
Yeah, basically.
What's next in regards to your books or your stories?
In regards to the book, I've got the compilation coming out. In regards to stories, I've decided recently to try to wind back a bit on my output of short stories. Because I think I've had a discussion with a few people, and I put something on Twitter. I want to write a second full-length novel, and I don't think that's going to be possible if I keep writing the short stories in the volume I'm writing at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what's next with it. I'm probably going to slow down a bit with the short stories, but I will still send them out. But not as much as I am at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to get in line, okay? Please. Of course, I probably have to ask PA for permission to get in line.
What?
Not even listening to me.
Hey, we're not racing stories out to whoever he likes. As long as he still sends me a story every now and again, we're good.
Most definitely.
Yeah, but I feel Raven's like he said sorry that he didn't get your story out today, Ray. He was just too tired to put out a video. I freaking feel that. Like, I feel that on a cellular level.
To be fair, I only sent Raven the 2 stories probably last week, I think. So I never expected at all it to go out probably within the next month or 2. I mean, because obviously we all are very, very busy people.
Yeah.
So do you have any idea of the novel that you want to write, what it's going to be about?
To be honest, yes.
Yay.
And it is something I have to give credit to Jelly for.
Me, why?
She floated an idea to me about a group of people sitting around a campfire.
Oh, yeah.
And basically they each tell standalone stories, but the standalone stories over time come together to create a bigger narrative.
I think we talked about this.
Yeah, I spoke about it with him. It was going to be something he did over Halloween, but we didn't have the time.
Yeah, so I liked the idea of it, and I think it's something that can develop into full novel if it's done correctly. But at the moment, it's just kind of in that phase when it's sitting with me and I haven't figured it all out yet.
That's a great idea. I mean, really. I can't wait to read it.
To be fair, excuse me. To be fair, I can't wait to realise what the idea is. I've literally just got this out. I've just got the setup and the framing device, and once I work it out further, then hopefully, yeah, it's okay.
Describe your writing style in 3 words. I don't know if I could do that. How do you expect him to do that?
I would say I'd give it a go. I'd say descriptive, full, and no, tiring.
Hi, fearsome hero.
Actually, out of interest, Mia, how would you describe your writing in 3 words?
Me or Mia?
Eccentric, eclectic, multi-genre.
Nice. How about you, PA?
Oh, that's a good. That's a good one. I like to think I'm descriptive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're mythological because I like to throw mythology in there, and
actually, do you know what
psychological as well because I've been trying to get more into like less into murder and more into like just playing with people's heads.
Do you know what I find as well with your writing, PA? You do inject a certain degree of humour into it.
Yeah.
And sarcasm.
Which I really like. Yes, yeah. Yes. Well, when you do that with a horror genre, it's so good.
I gotta have a few witty one-liners in there.
Yeah, definitely.
If not, I'm just like, it's just not mine at that point.
You know, Raven, I completely agree with you. Completely agree.
What'd he say?
He's described his writing. He said psychological, detailed, and verbose.
Yes, yeah. I agree. Hey, 42. I don't kill anybody. I don't kill everyone anymore. I've been letting more people live.
It's getting hard to hide the bodies.
Yeah, the field is filling up.
You just have to bury the pages, PA.
The dogs went sniffing around.
If you dig up outside of PA's house, all you're going to find is just pages upon pages of stories.
I haven't murdered anyone ever.
I've never murdered anyone. It's just the paper.
Okay.
Just story.
Interesting question. When you're writing, if you're probably never experienced this, but if you're upset with someone, say, somebody at work or somebody, whatever, do you have bad things happen to them when you're writing? Underneath a character that nobody would identify as them.
So just to confirm, so is it you're asking that if I write a story and I'm upset with someone and there's a character in there that represents that person, do I take it out of them in the story?
Yes.
I think over the course of the stories I've wrote, there has definitely been characters that have drawn inspiration from people, but they've not been, how would I say, they've not been direct representations of their real life form. A lot of bad stuff happens in my stories, but it's not representative of anyone I know in real life.
Okay.
Or is it?
Well, I mean, okay, so I have an ex-husband. Most people know this. I have an ex-husband, which is one of the reasons why you'll never see my face. And he had a habit of, well, he's not a very nice guy. Let's just put it that way. And so when I was writing my first book, which is still not published, I killed him several times in that book. Of course, I deleted all of it
Oh, wow.
I bet that was
before
fair.
I finished the book, but I did kill him several times, or things.
I bet that was
happened.
therapeutic.
It was, but
Yeah.
for me, writing has always been like a stress relief. I don't know if other writers do that too.
Yes.
It's so relaxing. It really, and when I don't get to write, you can tell it because I'm like pinned up.
Yeah.
I find that with singing. I sing and I find it's a stress relief as well.
Yes,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I do too, and that does as
Jelly,
well.
you don't do any writing or anything like that, do you?
No.
Although, do you want to mention?
Yeah, go on. Why not?
Yeah, go on.
I am writing a story at the moment, but so far, I've not got very far. So, yeah.
Yeah, but the hardest thing you can ever do is start. So once you've started, you've made a big step towards what you need to do.
Yeah.
Joey, I don't
Yeah.
know if I told you, but the first story that I ever wrote, it was The Choice. That story literally took me 2 years to finish.
Oh, wow.
It did.
Yeah.
Had to keep bugging him.
I'm also that type of person that if I write something and I don't like a part and I change it and then it changes a bunch of other stuff and I can't just fix everything quickly. I will literally say, you know what? Screw this. Control A, delete everything, and just start from scratch.
Yeah, I'm the same.
See, I don't do that. I don't
Yeah.
do the delete everything. I literally will just pull that all somewhere else or start a new document and it's like this might come back to something that I want to do or I want to use parts of it somewhere.
I think the last time that I was on here, I think I told you guys that I literally started a novel, wrote about 10 chapters of it, and then just deleted it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't do that with that story just once. I did that like 5 different times, and I'm just like, don't like it. Then I finally got to a version that I'm like, I don't hate this.
Do you
Oh,
use any kind of writing tools to write? Like I use Scavenger and Grammarly.
When I first started, I was using words, and I could not put into words, ironically, how terrible Word is at using it for writing things. It was Scrivener, which I found that I started using, which is absolutely amazing.
I love
It's
Scrivener.
literally,
Have you got 3 yet?
I'm not even too sure the version I have on my computer at the moment. But it's absolutely perfect. You can export out in any format you need to, and you can you can structure your chapters and drag and drop. It's perfect. But once I finish with that, I export and I just go through the standard text analysis through Word or whatever. And then I click read aloud on a Word document and just have the strange computerized man read it to me.
Yeah.
Just to pick up anything that I might have missed.
but
That's pretty much point A.
He mispronounces things.
He does mispronounce things. I've picked up on that. Quite a big one is tear and tear. So yeah, you have to give him a bit of leeway because he's not 100% some of the times.
Yeah,
That's
and Raven
that's the
says
thing that
he
always
plays
gets on.
Scrivener a lot. Yes, if you look at my Discord, what I'm playing right now, that's what I'm playing right now. I actually had a friend of mine was like, asked one of our housemates, like, what is Scrivener and why is she always playing that, not coming to play with us anymore? And it's like, you see that up on her? She's writing.
Yeah.
Or she's got her writing application open with Discord open on the same machine.
Ray, just call me and I'll read your
I just
story
see that.
to you. But I just said in the chat, I don't know if any of you guys are like this, but there's times where I want to write, but my brain will be like, no, just no. And I'll have to sit there and I'll have to force myself to start. But once I start getting into it, like like the words will just flow. But there are just times where my brain just really will fight me on getting started.
Well, they
I literally just saw what Raven said. That tickled me so much.
I'll even pretend to be a robot.
He'll even pretend to be a robot.
Beep, boop,
bop. Does not compute.
High evidence psychosis. Sorry.
That's an offer that's hard to turn down.
Yeah, he can
Kill
read it to
all
you as
humans.
Batman.
I mean, humans are friends.
No, PA, you need to read it as Batman.
The whole story.
What?
Whole story is Batman. There's a challenge.
No, just you've listened to Reversion, right, JellyBean?
Huh?
The story about the dog that started eating everyone.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that voice, that story was what, like 14 minutes long? Doing that voice messed my vocal cords up for like 4 days.
Wow.
Hey,
I can only imagine what doing like a full-length story and the I talk like this voice would just do to my vocal cords. Probably wouldn't be able to talk for like a month.
Do you know what? Now you said that, PA, the next story you're going to get from me is going to be written in the perspective of Batman.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to look at you and I'm like, this story's not coming out anytime soon. Because I'm going to be able to do like 3 paragraphs and just have to stop.
Yeah.
Oh.
I swear! Swear to me!
Hi, Dark Horse Tales.
Hi.
Yeah, I found Scrivener when they were first. Well, it wasn't when they first came out, but it's been more than 15 years. And I was doing I went from Word to Google Docs to them, and
oh my god!
I just got 3. I haven't converted everything over to 3 yet, but I'm loving it.
Raven just killed me. Batman and the bucket.
Oh, Batman and Bob the Bucket.
Yeah, Bat and Bob.
There'd be a story.
They would.
Does Bob talking like Morse code?
Write
it. just get 2 wooden like dish spoons, like click 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 click. Bob, you can't use that kind of language.
Well, you know who the most, what do they call it? The filthiest mouth character in Star Wars.
Filthiest mouth character in Star Wars.
R2D2. They had to bleep out everything he said.
Oh, I was sitting there like, what?
Yeah, that saucy robot had to be censored all the time.
Not a lot of people know it, but there was just pages upon pages of dialogue for him.
Well, the CP3PO was actually talking with him as if he was speaking the same language, and so was Luke. So, people understood him, obviously. We didn't, but
yeah.
Boop. R2, no! Not here, you filthy robot!
Archie, you can't just go putting your thing in. I mean,
you can't just go plugging your thing in every little port that's around. That
you can catch something.
Computer virus.
I think it was always there for us to see. We just had to pick up on the little hints.
Yeah.
Hello, Dark Horse Tales. Welcome. It's a little late,
Hi.
but yeah.
Going on, Dark Horse. Hope you have a good day, buddy.
Oh my goodness. Oh, have we really been on for that long?
Yeah.
Indeed,
Oh,
we
wow.
have.
Wow.
What?
Um,
Time flies when you're having fun and you're in good company.
this
Yep.
is
Cheers.
true. This is very, very true. It is. It is. And yeah, Ray and Jelly are definitely.
So Jelly, you said you started a story, but you're not very far into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the story about?
Um,
Yes, you can.
that's 2 weeks ago. um,
Let's start with the name drop. Who you're writing?
well, I'm
for.
writing it for Furberries. Oh, right, no, it's come to me now. I was watching Furberries videos, and I love the way he has the bear. Like, the bear obviously speaks the story. So I had the idea of writing a story, but when you see the bear reading the story, the bear's actually telling his own story. So that was my idea. I just really fell in love with the bear. I just thought it was a really cool thing that he had on his channel.
Yeah,
So I
that
just
bear-
thought, yeah.
That bear's
So
kind of creepy.
Yes, I kind of wanted to give the bear his own story. So I can't say too much about it because it'll ruin the ending, basically. Yeah. So I can't really, give you much more than that. But yeah,
Well,
it's in the
still,
making.
that's really cool.
Thank
That
you.
is amazing. That is awesome.
I will see where it goes.
Infinite, that kind of scares me. I don't know why. Painted his last pitch with distilled alien
Distilled
blood.
alien blood.
I just I don't know how to take that.
Well, which part of it's most concerning? Either he's found an alien, or he's painted a picture with its blood.
Well, see,
Yeah.
the early masters used blood for certain colors, so that doesn't disturb me so much as it's distilled alien blood.
As long as it's not xenomorph blood, we should be all right.
Yeah, avoid the xenomorph blood.
Infinite is a man of culture.
I watched somebody kill a xenomorph and then said they were going to take its power by bathing it in their blood. I'd never seen that person again.
Yes, Raven, that is true.
Yeah, it's about to say, Raven says it's best not to question what Infinite says. He knows things.
He knows things we
knows things.
probably shouldn't ask about.
Raven, now that you said that, you just messed up because I'm going to question everything now.
Why not?
It's like putting a do not push sticker on a button that you don't want pushed. Everyone's going to go,
Yeah.
what does this do? Well, you just triggered the apocalypse. Worth it.
Isn't like was that no X-Files was don't trust anyone. There's some that's a tagline for something. Question everything.
Everything.
Yeah, that rings a bell, actually.
And I can't remember what it
I can't
was.
remember what it is. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to think about that. Yeah, guys in the chat
40
help if
42. Don't act like if there was a do not push sticker on a button that you wouldn't push it.
and there's Dexter coming in with an oh hello.
Hey, Dexter.
Hey,
What's up, Dexter? How you doing, dude?
I'm just waiting for someone to ask me the question that I usually ask.
Yes, and if you fart in the house and you're by yourself, are you scared or do you laugh?
I'm going to let her take all of this answer.
Basically, I just laugh because I find farts absolutely hilarious. So, yeah, most people are like, oh my God, that's disgusting. I'm just like, no, please do it again. That was hilarious. So, yeah, me and that ghost will probably make friends.
My
Make
husband
it
said
stay.
his burps are his mating call. So how did Ray propose to JellyBean?
Oh God, that would be on a beach at midnight. And yeah, that was it. I had no idea. He'd asked my family first for permission and all that. And then, yeah, we was on a little getaway. They're asking how you proposed to me. Yeah. So I didn't know anything about it, as I said. And then we was like on a little mini breakaway. And I said, oh, I want to go to the beach at night. I love the sea at night. I love, the moon on the sea, all that. That's just a bit of me. So we went down to the beach, and then all of a sudden, pulled out a ring.
That's so wonderful. I love it.
Yeah.
Me and
You
Cody
missed that- you
too are
missed that
going, "Aw."
You missed that very-
You didn't get a book, hollow it out, and hand it to her, and have the ring in the middle. Come on now, man.
She missed a very important part.
What was that?
The time when I proposed, it was at midnight, but it was as we crossed into the next day, and the day was representative of our anniversary. We've been together for about 6 or 7 months.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, what he said.
That makes it even more. Oh.
And then we went and got really drunk,
Oh,
and then we planned a wedding 2 months later.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say you got really drunk and then went and planned the wedding in one night.
No, literally.
Woke up the next day like, none of this makes sense.
Yeah.
We could have done. We could have done.
We probably could have done. We had all these big plans, like, oh, we're going to have this really big wedding. We had the idea of, we found some like
It was a recommissioned mental asylum. wasn't
asylum or something, yeah, and it was so beautiful. And we was like, we're going to basically rent this. And then we was like trying to plan it and picking dates. And we was actually going to go and view the place. And then we just sat at the bus stop, didn't we, together? And we was like, do we really want a big wedding? And we was like, you know what? I don't think we do. We're not them kind of people. So then we was like, you know what? We'll just do it next month. And then we just done it. That was it. And yeah,
Nice.
there was no form. Nothing was formal about it. I said, come in what you want. Wear jeans and a t-shirt if you want to, you know. And it was just really fun, and everyone had a good time. And we a funny story actually.
Yeah,
On our wedding day.
Story.
On our wedding day, nothing was really planned out, let's say, and we got married, and then all of our family, we rented a hall for the reception, and it was a really nice hall not far from where we lived. So we went down there, and my sister-in-law, she was with us, and she was like, I'm just going to quickly run around, I'm going to put some candles on the tables, we got married in November, and just sort of make it look pretty and all that. I was like, all right, that's great, fine, I'm going to go and get a drink. So then the night went on, and then we had a wedding cake, which we didn't cut. The next morning, we woke up, and this wedding cake was on the kitchen side, uncut, just sitting there.
oh my.
So, yeah, so
Essentially, the background to it was we both got very, very drunk, decided that no one could eat our cake apart from us, and I carried it home.
But that's what happened. But we got a cab home, so we was like, okay, I don't remember bringing the cake home, and Ray's like, neither do I. So I was like, do you know what? We need to take it apart in stages and put it in the fridge. So he was like, do you know what? I'll just try and fit it in there. He couldn't even lift it off the kitchen side. So how the hell he sat in a cab with that on his lap all the way home? I have no idea. How he carried it out of there, I have no idea whatsoever. But yeah, we had cake for weeks after.
Drunk people strength. That's how.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
What-
First, you take the top tier off and put it in a container and put it in the freezer, and you don't touch it for a year. On your first year anniversary, that's when you eat it. And then the rest of it, you just devour.
I think traditionally over here, it's meant to be the top tier you take off and you freeze it, and then that's meant to be your first child christening cake.
Oh, really?
However, traditionally in our household, you take the cake home, you eat it for a month straight, and when you can't eat any more cake, you throw the rest of it away.
When you can't eat more cake, then you eat more cake.
We tried for a month, PA, but there's a certain amount of cake that you can eat.
That's why you should have realized your mistake and said, "Huh, I should maybe give some cake to my family since I'm clearly not going to be able to eat all this."
Yeah, food fight.
I
But
like
no,
that
yeah,
food fight.
But yeah,
Food
literally,
fight.
we don't have any idea how he had the strength to carry that home because it weighed a ton.
I don't know.
Jesus.
How many tiers
Yeah.
was it?
3.
Free, yeah, free.
Yeah.
Wow. See,
Oh
I
no,
had a
you've made
2-tier.
Raven. You've made Raven angry. He doesn't have any cake.
Oh.
I owe Raven some cake.
We do, yeah. Actually, I bake cakes, so yeah, I can make Raven a cake.
I also require baked goods.
Huh?
Me
So
3.
I also require baked goods.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's fine, yeah.
We just-
Everyone needs cakes.
We just had 3 birthdays in this house. Literally.
Oh,
October 17th,
wow.
October 31st, and November 4th. In this house.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So, yeah, we haven't had a birthday cake yet.
Oh. Wow. Yeah.
But
My
yeah.
kid-
42 said we took the top, froze it, and then we threw it out after a year. My mom got us lemon cake. Gross.
Oh, well, no, I got to choose. I ordered my cake, so I didn't have that problem.
Oh.
Fearsome. Make Raven a Texas toast cake.
You have to make sure that you toast the Texas bread. I had to do
Oh,
that.
wow.
Wow, really, Raven?
Pan fearsome hero.
And Fist Hero.
I'm just engrossed in the chat going on right now.
Infinite Psychosis says I made cake out of rigor mortis. I have nothing on that.
Rigor mortis is delicious. What are you talking about?
Raven was right. We should not ask him things because he knows things.
Yeah, I'm not asking. I just. I can understand
Oh.
that 42. I can. I really can. I love lemon cake,
So-
but lemon cake can be done wrong very easily.
Yeah, it's got to be light.
So,
Okay.
Ray and Jelly, when are you guys starting to narrate?
I was thinking about it, and then we moved house, and that was 3 months ago, and I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah, to be fair, since we've moved, things have become very, very, very busy.
Yeah.
I'm literally moving backwards and forwards into my office, which is now miles upon miles away, isn't it? And
Yeah, a long way.
Oh.
yeah, and I'm studying on the side for a diploma as well, so it's a very, very busy time. So to try to find the equipment and put everything together and make it a regular thing, I don't think we're quite there at the minute, are we?
No,
Well,
not at the minute, no.
you know, if you're that busy, finding time to write is going to be hard, let alone doing anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, exactly. But we've had a lot of issues with this house as well, like since we've moved in. We had a problem with our bath, we had a leak in the ceiling, we've had a lot of stuff to be getting on with. So I'm surprised actually that Ray's written anything at all. But
Wow.
yeah, he's managed to find the time.
Be like Raven
So,
and I
yeah.
writing in the middle of the night. My husband woke up. I was writing about 1 a.m. the other morning. And, you know, he woke up and he goes, "What in the world are you writing over there?"
I think actually my most recent story, Kel done the same thing. I think it was about 3 or 3:30 in the morning, maybe. Like I was like, don't worry, just give me 20 more minutes, just 20 more minutes.
See, I love it though, because if we're sitting downstairs on a Saturday night and then it's getting quite late and then we're like, oh, should we go to bed? And he's like, I think I'm going to write. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I love laying there falling asleep to the sound of him typing away. It's just so relaxing for me. So right away, I love it. I love the sound of that. So yeah, it's good for me.
So,
So Ray, do you, I'm assuming you write all your stuff on like a computer. You don't have like a typewriter or anything that you write your stories on?
No, but if I did have a typewriter, it'd definitely be that red one from.
Oh God, yeah, 100%. In fact, we had that one.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I just sit up in my bedroom, which has kind of become my writing space, my bedroom, but also my office space, due to working from home a certain amount of days of the week.
And one
But,
of the
yeah,
one of the wonderful things about that particular program is as long as you own a license to it and you own the computer, you can put it on it, no matter how many computers you put it on.
yeah, definitely, yeah, that's the benefit of Scrivener.
Yeah,
I love
PA,
that.
PA, this one's for you. Next time Ray writes a story for you, I'm going to request that he sits on an upside down bucket at the desk to write it.
All right, you're gonna be literally typing away on a bucket.
Okay, that's a good
And
one,
there will be
hair-raising.
pictures.
But
Just
I
don't kick the bucket while you're doing it. All right.
Please don't. I don't know if everybody would understand that hair raising, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What kind of keyboard do you have, Ray?
I have. Let me just look. I bought it, and here we are. It's a Logitech G213. It's a mechanical keyboard with an RGB backlight. So yeah, basically it makes pretty colours.
Yeah,
Um,
and it
mine's
sounds
a-
nice.
Mine's a Razer Chroma that I've been making last since they don't make this particular stealth Chroma variant anymore.
Yeah.
I made my last keyboard last almost 20 years.
Wow. Keyboard made out of demon bones.
We need that.
Yeah, because that would be
Infinite.
indestructible.
Exactly.
and melted angel wings he said as well.
And it'd also be very epic to write with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, once I started using mechanical keyboards, I can't use a regular keyboard anymore.
Yeah, same.
I mean, yes, this is a stealth keyboard, but it's still mechanical.
There's something about the feel of the keys when you're typing. You know that you're typing, for lack of a better
It's
word.
like using a typewriter again.
Yes, yeah.
I love it. It's wonderful. So,
I'm definitely in love. I'm definitely in love with those keyboards.
I understand that you have something to thrill us with today.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
he does. I've been waiting for this. I've been begging him to write this for so long.
Yeah, I literally.
And he's finally written it.
Yeah, I literally wrote a story this morning for this very occasion. Again, I must preface this with I'm not a narrator, but I will do my best to give it a go. So yeah, let's begin.
All right.
Yeah, guys, he's not a narrator, but by the end of it, you're gonna want him to be.
All right, here we go. Whatever it was still there. I could feel it. I just knew. It was watching us. It was waiting. It was hunting. We both stopped still as the dirty fear grew horribly from within. Somewhere out there, somewhere within the darkness, outside of our view, just waiting for the opportunity, it lurked. Somewhere out there, death waited patiently to greet us. Did you see what it done to Andrew? Did you see? I did not answer him. I could not. After all, my mind had been destroyed by the sight of my friend as he was eviscerated in front of us. It was quick and it was precise, and when it struck, it tore him apart. It killed him. It killed him, Toby. Oh my God, it broke him apart. Tom's words moved past me and blended nicely in the back of the ground. They moved outward from our position, a hushed whisper of a frenzy as he struggled to regain his composure. My attention drifted. There was no time to reassure him. I could see it moving towards us. Tom, quiet. It's there. It's moving closer. The fear within his eyes was instant. I could see it as it moved over him, sullying the senses and crippling the mind. Almost immediately, he began to weep. I'm not ready, Toby. It cannot end like this. Please, help me. I do not want to die. Please, don't let me die. My mind hazed as I watched it close towards us. My heart strained and my limbs trembled as I frantically attempted to reassure my friend that everything was going to be okay, even though, deep down, I knew that it was not. We're going to be okay. Tom, listen to me. You have to listen to me. You and I are both going to get out of here alive. I promise. We are not going to die here. You are going to be fine. We can make it. You just have to trust me. I watched on as he desperately sucked at each breath, as a warm, fresh tear fell from his eyes. He turned suddenly to me, his lips quivering as a plea escaped him. What do we do? What do we do? I had already seen the small space across from us. It was there, and we could make it. I knew that it would be risky. I knew that it was far. I also knew the damage that this thing could inflict. I knew what would befall us if we did not move. We could not be caught. We could not wait. Our time was running out, and we had to make a move. Over there, do you see it? Tom's eyes moved in the direction, his gaze falling upon our escape. He nodded slightly as another tear left him. There, if we can just make it over there, then we can hide. We can survive this. Whatever this thing is, it is too big to get us if we hide in there. We're going to have to run for it. We're going to have to try. It was clear that Tom knew that we would eventually make the run. After all, the vast, open distance between us and the escape was obvious to see. A barren, open and even landscape stretched a great distance in front, an infinite void of oblivion that contained the deep danger that would follow us every step of the way. There were no rocks, there were no hiding spots, there was nothing but the never-ending emptiness. Out there, we would be exposed. Out there, if anything happened, there would be nowhere to run. But Tom knew this, and so did I. After all, our options were limited, and before long, if we did not make our move, the thing which was waiting for us would. Slowly, he nodded his head. I don't know if I can do this, Toby. I raised an arm, bringing it to rest upon him. You can. Just keep moving, okay? Just follow me and everything will be fine. Again, he nodded as he wiped away another growing tear. Okay. In slow motion, my head turned and focused on the spot across from the clearing. It was now or never. Run. The world exploded in a flash of adrenaline as we moved. We darted from our hiding spot and moved rapidly into the clearing, our eyes focused and our destination fixed. There was no thought, no rationale, or reasonable call to action, only the primal response to survive. A strong will which guided our legs and carried us with a speed straight out into the clearing in a desperate search for self-preservation. We were moving fast, we were getting across, we could make it. Only 10 more feet to go. From just behind of us, a great wind picked up, and I felt it approach. 9 more feet. The wind grew in intensity as its great large form moved through the air. 8 more feet. The sky above us turned black as its stature blocked out of the light. 7 more feet. The ground rumbled under the weight of its movement. 6 more feet. My head turned in slow motion as my gaze locked upon Tom. 5 more feet. Tom turned to me, and his eyes met mine. 4 more feet. His mouth quivered slightly as we neared our escape. 3 more feet. Tom turned his head, noticing the danger coming down upon him. 2 more feet. His eyes moved back upon me as his lips moved in one final, desperate plea. 1 more foot. Toby? It was too late. Right at the moment we was about to enter the small space, the horrid thing above brought the solid mass down upon him, impacting Tom with a great force as the weight above him crushed him into oblivion. His leg, which was just outside of the impact zone, tore from his body as the rest of him was caught constricted beneath the mass, crushed, destroyed. The thing above quickly brought the large object back up as I entered the small space, just in time for me to see the horrid mess of parts which remained of my friend, stuck in a horrifying pile on the floor, no more than shattered remnants of what used to be. I quickly moved into the darkness of the hull, and as the tears began to fall from my eyes, slowly I turned looking back out into the open space, out back upon the pile of nothing which remained of Tom. I'm sorry, Tom, I spluttered as the grief consumed me. Sleep well, my friend. You were the best spider that I've ever known. That was it.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, I love it. Oh.
Yeah. So that was Jelly's idea. It was the story from a point of view of a spider.
Oh. That was wonderful. That was so wonderful. And hello, Lily.
Hi, Lily.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
I've been
was-
begging him for weeks, well, months to write that story.
That was really good, man.
I knew it was going to be quite a good one. I knew.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but each of the spiders had the first names of the Spider-Man, people that played him. So
And
you had Tom, you had Toby, and Andrew.
yeah. And Lunar Lucy and Lone Wolf and gee, everybody's just falling in
Lily.
here. So your Twitter name and your
Yes.
website name, A Right Struggle. Where
Yep.
did that come from? Just, I mean, I know writing is a struggle sometimes, but where did that come from for that particular, for the use that you're using it for?
When I first started writing, I had a very clear idea that I wanted to have a book published. And I knew it was going to be a big struggle. I knew it was going to be a lot of work. So I came up with the idea to try to be clever, if I was to be honest. And yeah, it kind of stuck and it's kind of become my brand.
I'm not saying I don't like it. I like it. I think it's cool. But I'm just, asking a question.
I do appreciate that.
my brand has always read that a writer's struggle. So seeing it actually spaced out, I'm like, oh, I was reading that wrong this whole time.
Well, I mean, I did end up on his website today, and I did kind of poke around a little bit. You write poetry too.
Yes, on occasion I do. Yes. I have to have a very good idea, which I feel quite passionate about, for me to write poetry. I do like the whole structure of it and making things rhyme. There was actually a bit of poetry I put in a story that Raven read. I think it was in Sinner and Saint, and his delivery of that was I cannot fault it. It was immense.
I don't know if you're meaning to do it, but the last story you sent me, Raindrops, where like you're like one step, two steps, he's right behind me. I when I was reading that, it kind of flowed like a little poem itself. Like one step, two steps, he's right behind me. 3 steps, 4 steps, he's close. He didn't. It's just like I'm just like this is flowing in the same style a poem would flow in. I had a lot of fun. Like I said, your stuff is really easy to read. Like, and by that I don't mean it's simplistic. I mean it flows very, very well.
Except for the tongue twister, though, PA. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why there's two steps to that. Whenever I talk about Ray, I'm like, his stories are really easy to read until they're not. It's like you're reading and you just flowing with the story. And you're like, this is amazing, and then you get that. I got that tongue twister. I'm like, why do you freaking hate me, man?
all of a sudden, there's every word beginning with T in one sentence.
Yeah, I still want to know, was there any words in the dictionary that started with a T that you didn't use?
Well, he could have, just used every long word in the dictionary, and that would have really gotten you.
There's
$100 words.
There's a guy on TikTok who he's like, hey, I'm from the word naming department, and we needed a word for this disability. And one was like dyslexia, and he's like, spell that for me. And he spelled it, and he's like, why? And then he needed one for lisp, and he spelled it, and he's like, dude, why put the letter that they can't say in the word? He's like, because chaos reigns. and then they did the one for like the fear of like the phobia of long words. And I'm not even going to pretend like I remember how to pronounce that word.
Very long words. Yeah.
Well, it's like reading Welsh. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Welsh is something else. Yeah, I do. It's really quite surprising, really, that Wales is so close to us and the language is completely and utterly different.
Yeah, totally.
I don't think they even know what a vowel is.
Yeah.
But then I moved down here, and there's a place down here called The Kill. And it's spelled Kiln. So I'm going around saying, it's the exit right after Kiln.
Yeah.
And everybody's looking at me like, where the hell are you driving? I don't know where that is. There's no exit off a Kiln like that. And then
No,
My
well,
favorite
like,
thing to tell
"It's
people.
Kill." I said, no,
Yeah.
there's an N on it. No, you don't pronounce the N. Kill.
I've got a story about this. Same kind of thing. It really irritates me. The town we live in
Oh yes.
is called. It's spelled. It's spelled basically. It's spelled Chatten. Right. Forget the first part. The end of it is Den. Yeah. So Den. Right.
Yeah.
But when you get on a bus around here, the people that obviously have grown up here and always lived here call it Chatten Dean. Now, that's fine if they want to pronounce it that way. That's not an issue to me. But when you get on the bus and you say, to Chattenden, please, they look at you and they say, sorry, where? And I'm like, Chattenden. And they go, oh, Chattendine. And they say it with such what's the word? Matter of fact, oh, you mean Chattendine? Oh, you're obviously not from around here, then are you? Sort of thing.
Right.
And it really irritates me.
Yeah, we stand out as common Londoners that have
Yeah.
migrated.
100%.
I don't have one like that, but I do have. There's a funny one around where I live, and I'll be driving, and it's literally spelled YOCUMTON, like yo come town, like TW.
Yeah.
And it's like and so I went there, and they're like, it's spelled pronounced this way, and I'm like, no, no.
Yep.
That literally says yo come town. I'm not coming to your filthy cesspool of a town. You heathens.
I don't care what your sign says.
I don't care how you pronounce that word. I'm gonna pronounce it phonetically, and that phonetically says yo come town. Okay.
There's a lot of the narrators, and kind of giving away secrets here, which isn't really a secret, use the how do I pronounce on YouTube, or how do I say on YouTube. Well, I used one of those, and I got a link to another one that I kind of found interesting. It was, how do you say Worcestershire?
Shire.
Now, I, as a child, struggled with that because I could not pronounce R's. So the pronunciation of an R was impossible for me until I was about 8 years old. So saying Worcestershire was very hard. And so I clicked on it, and this person says, it's not Shire like everybody says. And I'm going, that's how you say it, right? And they're going, no, when you're talking about a town, you don't pronounce it as Shire, it's Shire. And I'm going, where the hell are you from?
Right?
It's Shire.
Yeah. We have a lot of similar places here as well, don't we? That are spelt completely different to how they're said. Yeah, strange.
Yeah.
As a narrator, there are words I look at that, I'm like, this is what that word says, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced different. So let's just go to Google, type it in, paste this in there, pronunciation, and I'm like, that is not pronounced how it is spelled. We need to get better. We need to get a little bit more phonetic with our alphabet here.
PA. Cornucopia.
Cornucopia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just sigh in disgust. I'm like, ugh.
I just. Hang on.
He knows I have several words that I hear people pronounce them, and I'm like, oh.
Like, there was a name. I was doing lines for somebody last night, and there was a name, and I'm like, hey, is this pronounced? Because I'm finding like 3 different pronunciations for the same name. I'm gonna go with whatever you say it is.
I just noticed Hair Raised Narratives
I
asked
just
an
see
interesting
that.
question. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just reading that literally. Where would one find the Texas of Britain? Is there any part of Britain where people are country?
Where would you think people are country?
Uh,
I mean, coming from London, where would you say other people might seem a bit more country compared to that?
I wouldn't.
No?
I don't know.
Oh.
Where would you say?
I think I suppose it comes down to the definition of what you consider country. I suppose maybe in America you have the sort of connotations that someone's sort of outside of a city, they have a different life. And correct me if I'm wrong, though, please, guys.
Then that'd be us here now, I suppose.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Yeah, over
Right.
here, the more quote unquote country you are, the more sort of posh you are because you don't live in the city. I'd be correct in that assertion, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dexter, Yorkshire. It's not Yorkshire.
No. I like the one that Dexter did before that. Cornucopia.
With the,
And it has a piece of corn there.
Corn, yeah.
for us that'd be Yorkshire.
Well, Yorkshire.
Yeah, Yorkshire, yeah.
Yeah,
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
It's Yorkshire.
I just want to go, York, this is a shire, this is a pair of shears, and just get like trimming shears, ching, ching. I can show you the difference. Come here, let me stab you with these real quick.
Yeah, tear and tear. Read, and read. I read the book. I'm reading the book. I look at the red rose.
It was actually quite funny. We was having a conversation about this the other day, weren't we? How the English language has a lot of words that you have to understand via the context they're being used in.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
My favorite right now is to give my dad's girlfriend shit, because instead of saying water, water with the T,
Water.
she says water.
Water.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm like, I just look at her, I'm like, it's water. Water. There's a T there.
I just say water. Literally water.
Water.
That's it.
Water.
Water.
The water calls it.
It's like from people from Boston. I want my cockies. You want your khakis? I want my cockies.
Macaques.
Park the car in the bar. Park the car in the Harvard yard.
Just like, I'll have a glass of water.
Water, please. Yeah, just water.
I try to spell
I love-
shit and get wrong because of the American spelling, not the British. Hey, I don't even worry.
What are you talking about?
I have gotten to where
What are you talking about?
when I'm playing, I have characters that I play online, and I have characters in my stories, and some of those characters will literally spell things British instead of American. Like,
Yeah.
theater is not theater, it's theater.
Hmm.
If you don't know what that means, look it up, guys. Or color and color, or yeah. Because
Water.
and
One glass of
there's a whole section of these pronunciations on how Americans mispronounce everything. Like,
Oh, wow, I think that's Londoners. We mispronounce everything, don't we?
Yeah.
I have no proof of this because I've never been to Africa. But apparently in Africa, they call zebras zebras.
We do as well.
Yeah, zebras, yeah.
Yeah.
And I found a sketch of someone going, "You don't live in Africa, you don't, and you can't find zebras in America, so you can't name them."
Yeah, we would say Z, whereas you say Z.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the big difference right there.
Yeah.
It's how you pronounce that letter.
Yeah. I think the difference with American spelling and English spelling usually is only just you use the U or you don't use the U.
Yeah, like
Or
in colour. Yeah.
Or you transpose R and E to be E and R.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of that
Yeah.
happens, and yeah. Z, not Z. Yeah. No, we don't. No, Dexter, we don't speak we don't speak English. Trust me, Americans do not speak English. There is too
I
much.
don't think I do either.
there is too much of other languages that have been mixed into the melting pot of our language for us to call it actual English. It's more like American. And if you want to say it's English, it's American English, because it's certainly not the Queen's.
No, like I just said, we just idiot proofed it because Americans are idiots.
I don't know. Some people have a harder time learning English than any other language. I've always heard that my whole life is English is the hardest language to learn.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
Yeah,
it is.
Because there's so many different, and like you said, you have to know the context of what you're saying to understand what is being said. It's
and that's the thing as well, that then you get us filthy redcoats. We keep changing it. We come up with Cockney this, Cockney that, don't we?
Did you see Zombies and Cockneys?
I heard of it. I haven't seen it though. No.
No, me neither.
It's actually a pretty funny movie. It's a really funny horror movie. Part of it was filmed in a friend of mine's grandmother's backyard.
Oh wow!
Over there, not obviously over here. He goes, you know, I hate to say it, but my grandmother's backyard's claim to fame is Cockneys and zombies. And I had to go find the movie. I really did. And I went and found it and watched it, and I'm going, wow, this is actually a pretty funny movie. It's not that scary, but it is funny.
I hate to claim it, but my backyard's claim to fame is that people died in it during the Civil War.
Here, I'm literally just see your comment about Canada.
Me too.
What's that?
Canada does not exist.
It's just a figment of your imagination.
Canada's literally just America. 42. It's a figment of your
Well, you know, Australia doesn't actually exist. All the Australians are actually New Zealanders that are being paid to pretend that they are in Australia.
They're just paid actors.
Yeah.
I just like giving 42 crap, so that's what I do.
Oh.
Oh my god, Dexter is killing it.
Right, he is. He's literally making me laugh. But if I didn't give 42 crap, she'd wonder what was wrong with me.
My cocaine.
My cocaine.
My cocaine.
Oh my god. 42. I'm the bastard child of Britain and America. Keeps coming here and leaving their shit here.
I actually heard, I don't know if you guys know, I can't even think of her name right now, Lucy on Top 5 something or other. She always responds that the Canadians that she works with, she's English, and she says, we speak the non-corrupted English. I giggle every time she does that.
42 says, sips my tea. And I said, 42, is your pinky finger in the air as you sip your tea? If not, you're a heathen.
Wow. Our time has flown, guys.
It has.
Oh, wow.
Good. Our chat has went from us talking to us pretty much just reading the chat because Dexter's killing us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dexter's murdering us, not just killing us. Do you have biscuits with your tea?
I don't know.
Do you know, we don't, but recently I've become quite a big fan of it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of biscuits, really.
No, but I keep saying to Jelly, I'm like, please get biscuits in with the shopping. We need more biscuits.
Jaffa cakes, maybe, but nah.
Yeah. I said technically they're not biscuit, though. They're just
they're not. That's why I like them.
Yeah.
And see, that's.
I'm sure we're not talking about the same kind of biscuits, but I freaking love like sausage gravy and homemade biscuits.
I think we had this conversation, PA, before, didn't we?
No, that's a different type of biscuit, PA.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was pretty sure it's
I'm
good with that biscuit, but it's like one of my favorite things to eat.
The biscuits I'm referring to are actually what Americans would probably call cookies, and they're not really that
Yeah.
sweet. Not all of them are that sweet.
Yeah. Ray's a fan of shortbread biscuits.
Oh, I love shortbread.
Yeah, they're
Ooh,
alright.
shortbread is delicious.
And
That looks pretty good.
oh shoot, scones. Oh god.
Yeah, they're nice.
Scones are
With-
amazing.
Yeah, with clotted cream.
Oh,
Mm.
that looks really good.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to see if I can,
see
see if I
what
can find that
Ju-
later on.
Did you see what Raven said, PA?
I just need Oreos.
Nah, British biscuits are not gravy friendly.
No, they're really not.
So fun fact: the first time Raven ever swore on one of his live streams, he's like, he was talking about Oreos, and he just dropped an F-bomb.
You've got to be passionate about Oreos.
Fucking Oreos!
Oh god, yeah.
Do you guys get the Oreo chocolate in your country or not?
Yes, we did here.
Yeah.
Cadbury's. Do you get Cadbury's over there?
Sorry,
don't
I
think
got
so.
distracted for a minute because I got on Twitter and I saw a thing from Adult Swim. Apparently, they're making a show about Blade Runner. That looks really freaking good. Blade Runner,
Wow.
Black Lotus, and I'm like, I kind of want to watch that.
Ooh.
Wow. So, we're gonna have to have both of you on again. Well, maybe when the book comes out,
Yeah.
we can do a show when the book comes out, and pimp the book out.
Maybe
more.
when I've written one story I can talk about.
Yeah. We come up with reasons to have you guys back.
Yeah.
Reasons to talk to my JellyBean and my Ray.
Yeah.
Wolf is off. Thanks for coming, Wolf.
I will.
Be safe,
Later,
Wolf.
Wolf. Pets Wolf because he's a good boy.
Yeah, Wolf is great. But yeah, we we've been going for an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes
Wow.
actually.
I've nicknamed Wolf the most lonely of wolves.
Oh,
Hey, what's up, Big Daddy Stone? How you doing, man?
Big Daddy Stone just put out a video, by the way.
Yeah, I retweeted it. I'm excited to look. That thumbnail that he has for that video is freaking really cool.
See, this is why
Can
I
I
don't
just say
open
as-
Twitter while we're on the air.
Hey, I found Black Lotus Blade Runner. Blade Runner Black Lotus. I think that's a good conversational piece right there.
Can I just say as well, I think I said before, I absolutely just love the name Big Daddy Stone. It just rolls off the tongue.
Doesn't
No, it does,
though?
yeah.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, just Big Daddy Stone.
I
Yeah.
made a joke
Big Daddy
one day.
Stone.
Somebody referred to him as BDS, and I'm like, all you're missing is the M.
Oh my goodness. 42. That has got to be a thing. Raymond Rain Beaman needs a bucket named Bob.
Yes.
See, I knew the rain was going to stick.
Yeah. It's just Rain Beaman now, isn't it?
You know what, do you want the next story? All right, it's going to be in the middle of a really sunny day.
Yeah.
just to break the mold.
Yeah.
It
It's
won't
gonna be
last.
it'll be in the middle of a sunny day while it's raining.
It'll be
Yeah.
the middle of a sunny day, and the time will go on, and the sun will go down, and
Do you-
it'll start raining.
You know, actually, do you know what? I've got the best idea now. I should write a story that's be self-aware that I usually write about rain.
If you write another
Yeah.
self-aware story, can I narrate it? I
Yeah.
love your
Something
self-aware
like-
story.
I'll be like, it was a very sunny day. There was not a drop of rain in sight. I just keep talking about there's no rain.
That was a song.
There's not a drop of rain in sight. This is strange for the part of the world I live in. Usually it's just raining.
Yeah.
Must be from London.
How dry is my coat? Said Timothy.
Yeah. Or it's just like a really nice sunny day at the beach and this guy's just walking around with this rain cloud above his head. It's just raining on him.
Walking around with his raincoat and umbrella, like, what am I to do with this?
Yeah.
Why do I have this?
I have a suggestion. You shove it in an orifice and you open it up.
He lives
The
in
bucket's
London,
new
where
friend,
it
the
always-
umbrella.
And then he used a bucket to dig the grave.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! And this is how stories are born, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll literally get in the shower. I'll be showering, and all my brain will think about is just flipping from horror idea to horror idea until I land on one. Like, that's kind of interesting. Let's think about that one a little more.
I miss the never-ending rain I grew up with. Okay, 42.
Ah.
Yes, everybody go watch Big Daddy Stone's new video when you stream on Switch. Unfortunately, it does have to.
Just gotta.
PA, you haven't asked your question yet.
Yeah, before I do that, and so everybody know, I was supposed to be on this Creepy Tale stream tonight, but there's going to be no stream. She's not feeling well, so I will be there next week.
Ah.
But Ray,
Yeah.
Jelly,
Yep.
if the current hellscape that we find ourselves in is not bad enough, what would you do if crocodiles and alligators develop the ability to fly?
I
How do you
knew
think
this
we would
was
fare?
coming. Do you want to go first, baby? Or should
No,
I
you go first.
So if crocodiles and alligators could fly, I think I'd do one thing. I'd close the window. But you?
Lose all bowel control. I don't know.
Well, while she's doing that, I'll make sure the windows are closed. We'll just chill out.
No, I think you're opening if that happens.
I'll just get a shotgun because I could use a new alligator skin leather jacket.
Hey, I want some alligator boots. With
I'm sure there's enough on that gator to make a jacket and a pair of boots.
Do you know what? If something bad happened over here, we'd have a bad time because there's no guns anywhere really, is there?
I know.
Phasers.
Well, sometimes tasers
Ray. That's
is all
where you
need.
see. But Ray, that's where if you see one coming, you just run into an alley that's really thin that like only you could fit in. The alligator just can't. Just gets stuck.
Speaking of tasers being all you need, there's a movie called M.O.M. It's an anagram for Mothers of Monsters. It's about a mother, and this is all fictional, guys, okay? But it's done as if it's real.
Oh, okay.
It's a mother who is trying to videotape evidence of her son showing that he is a psychopath.
Oh.
And I mean, she puts cameras up in the house and everything. And one night he finds her files and watches them. And he kind of takes some retaliation. And one of the ways he does this is he uses what he knows about electricity and car batteries to electrify doorknobs in the house.
Oh my
Wow.
god!
And he
Wow.
learned all that from playing with a taser that had adjustable settings.
It sounds like quite a horrific version of Home Alone.
It was really, really interesting to watch. I think there's only like 3 or 4 actors that were actually in the movie, because it's all settled around, the two of them. Her mother's in some, and then there's a doctor that she has a Zoom meeting with, or Skype meeting, or whatever. But it's, I will say her son is a psychopath. But,
Oh.
Definitely sounds it.
Yeah.
but
Wow.
yeah, I'm not going to spoil it by telling you guys what all happens, but it's I'm sitting there going, oh my gosh, I'm glad neither one of my kids were anything like this kid.
Yeah.
There was a meme that I found the other day because you guys mentioned Home Alone, that literally had Sylvester Stallone as the boy that the movie.
Kevin
And,
McAllister.
Yeah, and so Sylvester Stallone, and it's at home Stallone.
Wow.
I died a little inside when I read that, but I thought it was funny.
Joe, always remember, it's you're what the French call les incompetents.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, he's not misunderstood hair raising. He's psychopathic.
You know what? My kids used to freak me out by seeing a lady in my house when they were little, but that's it. Just felt the need to say that.
Not much went on, but they saw spectres when they were younger.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they say kids are closer to the veil than the rest of us, so they see things that we don't see. And if they hone that, they keep that sight. If they don't hone it, they don't keep that sight. But, you know. Anyway.
I'm glad we don't live there anymore. No ghosts here yet that we know of, so.
Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
Bill Murray.
Yeah,
you know what? That's a good call. I'll call Bill Murray.
Bill Murray, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Don't shoot him like they did.
Definitely not. Yeah. Can I just say that scene in Zombieland is absolutely classic.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Right. Don't touch it. It's still a little tender.
Yeah, he's giving him shit as he's dying.
Yeah, it was a good.
It's great.
So, do you have anything you want to ask us?
Do you have anything you want to ask about me?
I don't think so. Do you?
No. I think we've had a great time, and I really appreciate you guys having us.
Thank you.
Before
Really
we go, I
enjoyed
just
it.
want to say hi to Gamma real quick. He just popped in.
Hi, Gamma.
Hi, Gamma.
Okay, so if I remember right from our discussions, PA, this will be our new time slot.
Yeah, we can start this time. That way we can go a little longer and we can get done like at 8 instead of, like 8:15.
Yeah.
10 to 12 here.
45. Well, see, it's also more friendly to you guys because it's not 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're finishing at nearly 12 instead of nearly 2. Yeah.
Also, holy! Hey, what's up, Jam? Hey, dude.
Hey.
Just for we're finishing up, but just for anybody who may have just came in now or came in after Ray's story, y'all should just go back and just find when Ray started the story and definitely listen to the story he read. It was freaking epic.
Yeah,
Cheers,
or you could go
a
little further back and listen to Jelly telling the story of his proposal to her.
Nah, we don't need that mushy crap in here. We're here for murder and death.
But yeah, this will be our new time slot. It'll be from 6 Eastern to 7 or 8 Eastern. But I don't know who we're gonna have next week. I have to leave that to PA. I let him. He does all the scheduling of guests.
Next week we're actually gonna bring on Chase Lamb.
Cool.
Because we were talking about it. We were waiting for Vidith to finish narrating his 3-part story. Now that Vidith is done, we're gonna. He wanted to come on and talk about it.
Okay, so we got Chase Lamb next week, and for those of you who don't know Chase is a writer, and he used to be I don't know, did he do voices for them?
Yes, he did. He did do voices in the story.
The Horror Hive.
He actually did like the evil doctor in there. So.
Oh, fun. Okay, so please join us next week. We're gonna definitely have these two back on together. Yeah.
It's always a good time with these two.
You want to know when Ronnie is coming on? PA is gonna have to get on that. We met some people in HorrorCon last. I actually have to ask Chris because she talks to him more, Ronnie, more than I do. We met some people at HorrorCon that we're gonna see about bringing on. Especially a new narrator. she did a amazing job in our
Miss
midnight.
Creepeth.
Yes, Miss Creepeth.
Oh, cool.
So I love her name, and she said it was kind of a mistake kind of kid thing. So yeah, it was really. She did a fantastic job. Everybody in the Midnight Syndicate Society did a wonderful job with their readings. And Midnight Researcher said he's going to get those up on his site at some point. So I'm going to be looking for that. But
hold on. Before we go, because I know you dropped her link in the
in our
group
thing.
chat we're in.
Yeah.
So
yeah, she's only got like 50 some.
Here is Miss
subs.
Creepeth's YouTube link if you guys want to go check her out real quick.
And if you like her, give her a sub, guys. You know how we work. If you like,
We'll
sub.
definitely be checking in that, won't we?
Oh yeah, 100%.
If you don't like, you don't have to. But you know, check them out. We have so many talented people in this community. You're gonna find somebody you like somewhere.
I really like her banner. It's like black and white, and it's got that old like monster movie feel to it.
And it's the don't
Hey,
let
General.
the monsters get you. Or don't let the monsters bite. Sorry, I quoted that wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, link didn't work. What did you do?
That's weird. I
Am
copied it straight from her. Let me try this again.
Okay, you're getting it.
Copy link. Try this again. Did that one work? Let's find out. Yeah, that one worked.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of crack YouTube was smoking there for a second.
I don't know. Google was smoking something this morning because I couldn't get into emails. It kept saying, I'm thinking about it, but I can't quite get there yet. What? Did you go out for a brunch? A lovesinsies?
So, Dexter, she pronounces it Miss Creepeth, but it's actually spelled like Miss Creepieth.
Yeah.
Because there's a Y at the end, but she just says Miss Creepeth. So.
Yeah, she pronounced it for us, and she is really a cool lady. So you wanted.
Yeah. Yes. I asked. That's the second link that I dropped is the correct one.
Do the commercial.
Let me just remove the first one. That way, there's no confusion. Oh shit! Sorry, Jelly. I accidentally deleted one of your messages by mistake because the chat jumped on me.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I was on mine and I clicked the 3 lines and then delete, and it's just like, you deleted JellyBean's message. I'm like, that's not what I do.
Delete your message.
Oh, that's fine.
Too bad there's not a way I can undo that, but
Oh,
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
that's something YouTube needs to add in, is like when the moderators can undelete messages that like didn't need to be deleted in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Don't take
Yeah.
speed, kids. It's a method up. Okay. Be safe, everybody. If you want to join the Nevermore Collective, we are a channel for everything that doesn't quite fit on your channel. Videos, which we do have some videos up now. We have live streams. We have a little bit of everything. And I just realized I spelled loving with an E. Oh! I was typing too fast. That's what I'm going to blame. Yeah. We're going to have these 2 wonderful people back. 2 very good-looking people as well. I don't know if you guys know what Raymond looks like, but as you can see on the screen, JellyBean is gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
And we will see.
Ray's a dapper gentleman himself.
Yes, he
Do your
is.
best, PA. I'll do your best.
And
But-
we will be back next week. And
Yeah. Well,
at some time we'll have.
thanks for having us.
They'll be in the chat because they're always in our chat. Always. It's
Definitely.
wonderful.
Oh yeah, always.
And as long as it's not a Wednesday or a Thursday, because poor
Yeah.
Ray and that damn commute that he's got to make.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Literally.
So, I can't remember the line. I feel stupid. And it's not there. My cheater sheet.
Once you
not
join the
here.
collective, you can
You will
leave
let-
Nevermore.
Nevermore.